Welcome students. Today we are going to revise chapter 2, Nutrition in Living Organisms, Animals and Man. Students, you all know the difference between autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophs are the animals that prepare their own food, and heterotrophs are the animals which cannot prepare their own food and they get food from others. So now we are going to study in this chapter about heterotrophs because all animals and even man, they are mostly heterotrophs. So first is the modes of intake of food. Different organisms, they have different modes of different modes of intake of food. For example, a sparrow has a small beak, hummingbird has a long tubular beak for sucking the nectar of the flowers, cow has jaws and molars to chew the grass, and the snake enables to swallow animals that may be much bigger than the size of their head also. So different organisms, they have different modes of intake of food. Now, food habits of animals. So on the basis of food habits, animals are divided into three categories. Number one is herbivores. Animals like cow and deer, they eat only plant material and are called herbivores. And you all know what are carnivores. Carnivores are the animals that eat only other animals. For example, lion and tiger. Omnivores are the animals that eat both plant and animal material. For example, bear and human beings. So next, about modes of nutrition. So animals, they have heterotrophic mode of nutrition, and you all know that heterotrophic mode of nutrition is divided into three categories: saprotrophic nutrition, parasitic nutrition and holozoic nutrition. Now the first one is saprotrophic nutrition. Saprotrophic nutrition is a mode of nutrition in which an organism obtains its food from dead and decaying matter, and in this extracellular digestion takes place, that is, digestion takes place outside the body of the organism. For example, fungi and bacteria. Parasitic nutrition, the mode of nutrition in which organism obtains food from other living organisms. For example, roundworms, head louse, body louse, tapeworm, etc. So they live inside the body, inside or on the body of the other living organism, and they suck food from there. Holozoic nutrition, this is the mode of nutrition in which organisms like amoeba and human beings eat food that may be in solid or liquid state. So examples are amoeba and human beings. So, and we are going to study them in detail in this chapter. Next is nutrition in humans. Now we are going to study in detail nutrition in human beings. So the steps involved in this process are: number one is ingestion, that is the act of getting and eating food is called ingestion. So second is digestion. Digestion, you all know that the process of breakdown of complex molecules into simple soluble ones is called digestion, and it takes place with the help of enzymes. It starts in the buccal cavity and it completes in the small intestine. Next is absorption. The digested food is absorbed by the walls of the small intestine. Then it is from where it gets passed on to the blood. So this process is known as absorption. Next is assimilation. The absorbed food, the food which is absorbed and is sent in the blood, is now then utilized by the body for growth and formation of body parts. This process is known as assimilation. Then at the last is egestion. Egestion is the elimination of undigested food from the alimentary canal. Now let us know what are the parts of alimentary canal and the digestive system. Alimentary canal consists of buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. And these are the parts of alimentary canal through which food travels. The chewed food travels through all these parts. These parts are known as alimentary canal, but along with them some glands are also associated with digestion of food. They are liver, pancreas below the stomach, pancreas, liver, and salivary glands. So these are the three main glands associated with digestion process, but they are not the part of alimentary canal. So for today this much only. We'll continue with the next topic. Thank you.